Hi, Canyon ISD family. Coming to you today, September the 8th, on Tuesday, with some announcements about how we're doing with the start of school and maybe some adjustments we're going to make. So to begin with, we're going to talk about important attendance changes. Parents and students, we really need you to be in tune with this. We're making an adjustment. We started with one thing, and now we're going to have to adjust due to having to experience it a little bit. Mask up for safety. What does that mean? Why do we do that? Virtual learning etiquette for both parents and students who are virtual, and then switching to on-campus learning. Much anticipated information about that. So to begin with, attendance changes. We have had virtual students and quarantine students, and we've also had students who are on campus. But then there's been this scenario where some students, high school students for instance, have chosen to say, I'm going to take a virtual day. And that's not okay. So we are not going to make that an allowable thing. We're going to be more restrictive there. So if students are virtual or quarantined according to the health department of the school, then we will take attendance virtually for those students. And students who are on campus, we take attendance like we have for years and years in school business, but we're no longer going to allow the virtual day or the choice that morning of a student to say, hey, I'm going to be on virtually. We're also adjusting the time of when virtual students need to be engaged, and that is by 5 o'clock each day. It has been up to 11:59, but we had some students who were emailing the teacher at 10:30 in the evening asking about their assignments for the day. And so our teachers need to work during school hours and a little bit longer, at least till 5, but not at 10:30 in the evening. That's hard for our teachers to manage, and that's really uncalled for. So we're adjusting that attendance effective today, September the 8th. Students who are virtual for a day before then, it's not going to count against you, but if you do that from this point forward, that is going to be an absence. Moving forward, we mask up for on-campus as well as our athletic events, our extracurricular events. Why is that? And we've already seen the experiences. When everyone is wearing the mask and there's someone positive either in the classroom or staff, then the health department asks us, has everyone been wearing a mask? And if we have, then everyone else comes back to school except for that COVID positive person. That is why we wear a mask. And so we're going to continue that practice in all of our grade levels as well as staff. For athletic events, also we ask all of our parents and guests that we wear a mask coming into the athletic event. When you're social distance and seated, then the mask can come off, but we have to be sure that we're wearing a mask into the venue. For football games, for instance, wear a mask into the venue, wear a mask until you get to your seats, and if you're social distance from other households, if you will, then you can take your mask off. Otherwise, we need to leave those on. If you go to the concession stand and restrooms, then we need to put the mask back on. Also, all students who are 6th grade and younger, you must enter the venues, whether it's a volleyball game or a football game. You enter the venue, the football stadium, with an adult, and you sit with that adult. There won't be any running around in the stands or behind the stands. We'll sit with the adult unless you're going to the concession and restroom and then returning right back to your seat. Also, virtual learning etiquette. Parents, we need your help. Thank you so much for what you've done up to this point, but we're, again, fine-tuning a little bit. Our teachers are delivering lessons to on the class in session as well as the on-campus learners. And so when there's a technical difficulty, we ask that you email the teacher, call the campus, maybe close your technology down and then try to restart it. But if we're trying to troubleshoot while the lesson is ongoing for students in class, that causes an interruption in the flow of the learning process. And so we need your help to try to alleviate some of those concerns. Students, your background of your virtual environment, what's behind you, and what you dress, it needs to be school appropriate, so be conscious of that. And also join the virtual learning experience on time or even early. Please respect the time of when class starts and be there on time. Teachers provide resources for you in advance, and this is for students and parents. We need your help. When teachers provide those resources, the Go Kits, the packets that they email out or send out through the learning management system, please pick those up early, not the moment of when class starts. Pick those up early, review those so you be prepared. We appreciate your help with the virtual learners, and we need you to continue to help us out. Now, this is a much anticipated day. We've had a lot of inquiries about when is that date when we need to tell the schools we're going to switch to on-campus learning. And again, a lot of calls about that, but Friday, September 11th is the due date of when parents and students need to tell us that they're going to join on campus for the second semester. So we look forward to joining us. Let us know by September 11th. If you need to make adjustments on that date, contact your school principal. We'll be glad to help you out. Thank you so much for what you do. We appreciate your help. A lot of adjustments with COVID, but we appreciate the start our teachers have made as well as our parents. Have a great day.